move out.
No.
Right.
Okay. Let's start the meeting.
That's a whole other story. But I had some.
Okay, resolution 252692, resolution adopting the meeting minutes from the public hearing of December 2nd. Resolution 252693, resolution adopting the meetings from the last common council meeting on December 2nd. Resolution 252694, resolution adopting minutes from the special common council meeting we had on December 9th. Resolution 252695, resolution appointing commissioner of deeds. Joseph Manuel, Carla Farrell, Jennifer Ionati, Michelle Zala. Any questions? I'm assuming these are all appointments of the mayor?
No.
Stacy, you're a notary?
Yes, I'm a notary.
Anybody have any questions about these individuals?
No, they already previously held these they already have this, it's just an extension.
Jen's the only add-on.
Right.
Okay, I looked to see if it said renewal, but I didn't see it, that's why. Okay. Resolution 252696, resolution authorizing disposal of surplus property pursuant to New York State Finance Law 167, Alderman Marticello.
Okay, I spoke to Mr. Brocky. We have a Chevrolet Silverado 1500. The frame is rotten. I'm sorry, a 2000 Chevrolet Silverado 1500. The frame is rotten, and all these items right here, there's only a couple of them.
The wording of this resolution will really push up that bid price.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Frame is
It's gonna
rotten. It's gonna be a war for this one.
We're gonna have to pay them.
And approximately 15-year-old trailer with a tongue of a trailer rusted, like that. Tongue of a trailer was rusted
Trailer for tons.
and broken in half. This is going right to the disposal. Tell them where it's going, Mike. The graveyard?
That's where it should go. Who wrote that resolution?
We really do.
I did not.
We really do use them till they're no longer.
Rob,
usable, huh?
this is all junk from the recreation department right here.
Yeah.
It's really junk.
Yeah.
Thank you. Any questions on that? That's gonna really up our grade. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Resolution 252697, resolution appointing registrar of vital statistics, Alderwoman Quistamars.
Hi, this is what we do every year for, the city has to appoint someone to be the registrar of vital statistics, and we usually choose clerk. Kind of what your office
Kind of
does.
important.
Kind of important, key piece. So thank you, Stacy, for doing that.
Resolution 252698, resolution appointing deputy registrar of vital statistics, Alderwoman Quistamars.
Again, Jennifer Ionati, the deputy clerk. Any questions?
Resolution 252699, resolution authorizing interfund loan transfer for demolition project, Alderman Marticello.
What we do is we borrow money and then we reimburse ourselves, right, Louise?
Yeah, we're lending it to ourselves. We have to avoid having to borrow for this project. And I do want to add that according to Nick Sabowski, these funds are flowing through Home and Community Renewal, and they reimburse pretty quickly. So I don't expect this loan to be outstanding for too long.
Okay. Do we have any questions? Thank you very much.
We're just gonna start, we're hoping to start right after the first of the year with the demolition, so. We're hoping this process goes quickly through the winter and this gets all settled.
So this is for the chips or the?
No, this is for the demos.
This is for the
The
demo
last, the
project.
last line says it's for the chips.
It does.
Oops.
After the fund for the chips program.
Okay, you'll have to amend that, sorry.
Should we?
Demolition project, it should say, sorry.
So we need a
So,
motion to amend.
Anthony, do we need a motion to Motion to.
The account number is correct. It's, yes. Thank you for catching that.
What do you want to say?
The risks of cut and paste.
Demolition, right.
Amendment. So motion passes.
Make a motion to amend stating removing CHIPS
We gotta
program.
do it during the meeting.
You gotta do it during the meeting.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Hang on.
So Jim, are you gonna make the motion
Yes,
to
I'm
amend?
sponsoring it.
Okay, thank you.
Resolution 2526-100, resolution reappointing member to the Board of Assessment, Alderman Marticello.
Okay, this is, as you know, first of the, I think it's the third week in January that they do this. So they needed a person to be on the board. So the mayor, you were appointing Doug Landon.
Yeah, the assessor, Dan Maxwell, talked to Doug. Doug is going to do it again. Dan is happy with Doug's service, so.
Okay. Is there any problem with, anybody have a question with that? All right, thank you.
Resolution 2526-101, resolution authorizing request for proposal RFP for concessionaire services at Riverlink Park, Alderman Marticello.
Okay, everyone should have had time to review the contract. The mayor put out the RFP, and then when we went through the contract.
No, this is for the Riverland.
This is
Oh,
Riverlink.
I'm sorry, Mayor. Riverlink Park. Once again, we're starting all over again because, Megabytes had it last year and they stepped in and, saved us when the other two people didn't, have, credentials. So now we are starting the process all over again. And if anybody's interested in Riverlink Park, they submit their proposal. All right? All right, thank you. I'm sorry, I thought it was a contract. Go ahead, please.
Resolution 2526-102, resolution to advertise for bids for improvements to sanitary sewer on Broadway. Alderman Marticello.
Okay, once again, I'm gonna let Mike talk about this because we had problems up there, so he could be more, you go ahead, you're more exact on this.
So there's a new client or new tenant coming, moving to the Florida Industrial Park. It's gonna generate more wastewater on top of what we already got. There's, at the top of Broadway Hill, the sewer was improved years ago when Beach Nut Foods moved in and upsized to 12-inch, and they stopped short of the end of Broadway Hill about 300 feet. It handles the beach nut flow. An additional 50,000 is projected, more than 50,000 gallons a day is projected for the new tenant business, I should say, and we need to upsize that. So the developer has paid for the engineering to do that. They escrowed the money with the city. It's technically a city project, but we're using their money to do it because it's the benefit is specific to the new business. And so I'm asking that we advertise for bids. We have approved plans. Take the bids. When we certify what the low bid amount is and who the low bidder is, the developer will then escrow all the money for the construction of that 320 feet of new sewer. So, but I need to go to bid first to get that number.
Right, we have to go out to bid. Thank you. Any questions on that?
Will the bid include expenses to the city, that the city incurs to do this project?
This is a no cost. This is no cost to the city at all. The construction, we've incurred, the design was, the engineering design was paid for by the developer. They escrowed basically in the capital line of ours. They sent us a check for $26,000, right in that range. That covered the design. They're gonna then pay for the construction phase engineering and the construction costs. So no, we should not incur any cost.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Harvey.
Resolution 2526-103, resolution approving audit, Alderwoman Collins.
Audit is fine.
Thank you.
We have two consent resolutions tonight. Resolution 2526-104, consent resolution authorizing contract with Megaplex Events LLC for concessionaire services at Amsterdam Municipal Golf Course. Alderman Marticello.
Okay, Meg is here. Did you have any questions?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't, when I called the office, I agreed with, what was proposed, so we'll just go from there.
Okay, so as you know, 2 weeks ago, Mayor put out an RFP and we reviewed, everybody reviewed it and we had our concerns. We talked to the mayor and now we had concerns about it. I'm not sure, I know I did, so we went back and we talked about it. So we put a conglomerate of this contract together for megabytes. And we all read it, we all have a copy of it and how you feel about it. So it's on the table tonight for a vote. Does anybody have any discussion? Any questions?
Meg is here if anybody has any
Does anybody
questions.
have any questions? That's why Meg is here.
Is there anything from the golf commission regarding
Yes,
their,
They did get back to me, Bill Jerson.
okay,
He had given them until, I forget the date exactly, to send any comments they might have, changes. And he said that he received none. He felt that they were all in agreement that it was,
okay, but they didn't like send anything in writing other than that?
the only thing, I had a conversation with Bill because I had not heard from them. And he assured me that the commission was 100% for it, so.
Thank you, Mayor. Okay, any questions? All right, thank you. Next,
Resolution 2526-105, consent resolution approving recommendations from the Amsterdam Property Disposition Committee authorizing the sale of 17 parcels. Alderman Marticello.
okay, on this resolution, there's a number of properties that the disposition committee went through. And if you look through all the line items and how they're all set up, it's, Mayor, I gotta give them credit, they did a great job. I went through this with,
Great job.
going through with everything with here, Tony, and your committee, and it's very good, very thorough. I asked the clerk, if it's all right with you, Mayor, if she will just, where it says the whereas clause, read the property, who it's going to, and how much.
Yeah, did you talk about the fact that we need to take 6 Gorski out of here?
No, you
No,
No, we
didn't
need to
tell me.
make an amendment to take 6 Gorski.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the bidder is backing out
You wanna remove it from here?
from this list that, and we're gonna,
I'll make a motion to withdraw 6 Gorski Street when we get to it.
Hopefully by your next meeting, we'll have another recommendation.
Okay, no problem. Just a motion to withdraw the name on 6 Gorski Street.
Not to withdraw the name, just to withdraw the portion of the resolution.
That's what I'm gonna do.
To six
We-
portions.
Withdraw that one whereas, they're all whereas clauses.
and from the list.
Okay? So I'll just withdraw that one whereas clause with
That's
6
the
Gorski.
13th one.
That's the 13th?
13th for us.
Okay.
Fifth up from the bottom of page 2.
So that's, I think would be good because this way, being that we're on TV and people do want to know if they got the property. So if we just say, whereas regard to 14 Meadow Street, the disposition committee recommends that Israel Idri be awarded the property for $1,000. Okay? All right, thank you.
Yeah. I already-
Chief, is there any overview you have on this one? Anything like that stands out that we should know about since we just got it this morning? Any,
Which, just the properties in general?
yeah, any like special
14, 16,
conditions or,
18, they're just all vacant lots. They're,
and they're going to the same person?
they're going to the same person. They're all in a row on Meadow Street.
Does that person live nearby? Is that like a neighboring property or is that?
No,
Okay,
no, we advertise them, and when we advertise it, it goes into
Yeah.
everyone, owners within 200-foot radius of the property, and then anyone else.
And anyone
who
else.
chooses it, yeah.
yeah,
58 Milton's a vacant lot, 52 Reed is the demo that we just did, that, it's being sold as a parking lot, 25 Henry's from a demo, that is now a vacant lot, 323 East Main and 323 and a half had to go together, because one property only has access from the other property. 18 and 20 Bayard had to go together, same reasoning. 6 Gorski, we're pulling right now, and then the only ones that actually have houses on it are 79 Academy, Lark, Willard, Guy Park, McClellan, and Jay. But these were some of the outliers we've had on our, some of these were vacant lots we foreclosed on in the last foreclosure, and we removed them from the auction so it doesn't dilute the properties we're selling at auction. We'd like to sell the property, vacant lots through property disposition.
Gotcha. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anything else? All right, that's it for the resolutions. Mike, would you like to go over your engineer's report?
Sure. So we just discussed Broadway Hill sanitary sewer, basically plus the industrial flow we see from each side runs between 150 and 160,000 gallons a day. We're gonna add 50 to 55,000 gallons more to it. We need to increase the size of that pipe. Once we have that number, when I certify the low bidder and check all their math, the developer will escrow the construction money with the city, so it's a no-cost project to the city. But strictly speaking, because we seek the approvals as being the owner of the system, it needs to be done in our name and administered through, city offices. So it's really as simple as that. South side, we had sewer force main freeze on Erie Terrace at the bridge that goes over to, well, bocce ball courts, I guess, and 3 or 4 houses that froze solid. Again, it's not going to anymore because I corrected it. It's rather annoying. It seems to do it every year. I don't expect it to happen again, but we can't have it freezing solid and breaking. Anyway, also, on a different note, my office is working on the 2026 road program. We're estimating streets now. We're starting with the alternates that we did not get to this year. And what I want to do is get my first cut at it to everyone, hopefully at the first meeting in January, so that we can move this along even faster than other years. I'd really like to get that paving started earlier in the spring. So I expect to get that to you. I know nobody's thinking about blacktop right now, but if you had any notes scribbled down or any streets that we had alternates that we didn't get to, please think about it, and more than happy to discuss. But I'd like to pull that together this winter before the midwinter, so that we can move on that.
Do you want to talk to the council about the pricing?
So, thank you, Mayor. So if you recall, we had Del Signor Blacktop did our work for 2025. In my opinion, they did a beautiful job, including a rather difficult section of Market Street that went off as painless as it could be. So every year for the last 4 or 5 years, we have written into our construction contracts that the city reserves the right to extend up to 2 additional contract periods at our discretion. And if the contractor agrees to hold their prices, currently the contractor, Del Signor, is agreeing to hold their price. One of the ways and it's not our idea, we use a New York State DOT format whereby you bid into the contract what's called price adjustments. One's for asphalt, one's for diesel fuel. Really the 2 things that would affect that kind of work. And it's not that anybody has any say over it. Every year, every month actually, Department of Transportation publishes what that index number is. So if it goes up, if diesel went up 75 cents and asphalt went up $10 a ton on a statewide average, it's just based on that number, the contractor in the middle of the work would be eligible for of subsidy just based on that. Well, right now, things are pretty static in terms
The
of,
subsidy from the state, or we would pay the subsidy?
well, we would because we're the contracting agency, but the state
Yeah.
establishes that benchmark every
Gotcha.
month.
Mhm.
So there's no discretion in anybody's part other than some deep in some state office where they calculate that and monitor it daily, probably in OGS, I would imagine, where they're looking at those commodities. And, so that allows us to extend and allows the contractor also some comfort knowing that if prices are up or down, that they're still gonna, it's still equitable. So my suggestion, and what I would propose to the council is that after the first of the year, that you consider us extending, Del Signor's contract for 2026. And remember, that those contracts are, yes, we bid a number of streets. They use it to try and frame their bid and estimate what those unit prices are gonna be. But, really, these are unit price jobs. So they're bidding us, when any contractor bids our paving program, they bid the price per ton for top course asphalt and binder asphalt and all the various items of work that go into the paving program. So essentially what they're doing is based on the work that we give them and that we're estimating, because we'll estimate the quantities, that's what we're doing now. They will agree to hold those unit prices again for 2026.
And at that time that we bid last year, they were significantly lower than the
They were
second bid.
considerably lower than the next.
So it
next
makes,
level.
And a few years ago, we were extending the contracts, and then that allowed it to start
We did it one
as
time,
soon as
yes.
possible, like in
Yeah.
June, as soon as the asphalt.
You're right. We actually,
Yeah.
that year we were able to start in May.
We started
That's one of the big benefits
Right,
of
I
doing
remember
that.
we agreed to that, that was really good, yeah.
okay, any other questions? Mike, anything else?
No, most other things are repeats. Of course, I'm happy to take any questions.
Anybody got anything else? Chris?
Luis, we got 5 minutes if you wanna start your controller's report.
The report I shared with everyone tonight reflects 5 months of fiscal activity. Nothing too remarkable to report. Everything's sort of, in line where it needs to be. We haven't tapped into our contingencies much. We are starting to see some of our budget lines get depleted. We are going to be over budget on a number of lines soon. So I do expect to have present a resolution for approval next month to kind of shift some funds around to replenish some lines. I also distributed a interloan summary report, which I always do whenever we're asking you to approve a new loan. And I do want to point out that, not including the loan tonight, that you're gonna hopefully be approving, we've loaned ourselves almost $4.9 million. And we've paid back, as you can see, almost $4.4 million. So this definitely, helps a lot. And so I appreciate everyone's support in approving these loans. It's definitely strategic for the city.
Yeah, it saves us a lot of money in the long run, right?
Yeah. As you can see, as soon as the funds come in, we get them paid back. We're keeping very good records that we keep, so. That's about it.
Anyone have any questions for Luis?
We also are beginning the capital projects, budgeting for the first time in a very long time. We are going to have a master capital projects budget plan. And the department heads, for the most part, have submitted the capital projects in process and the ones planned over the next 5 years. And we're going to prioritize them, put together a capital projects plan and budget for the council to consider as well. So I'm pleased that that's starting. Okay. 4 more minutes
To start your report.
Sure. So the clerk's office for the month of November, we've been continued to be busy. And birth certificates, we printed 103, which were 11 more than 2024. Death certificates, 92, which was 25 more than 2024. Dog licenses, 26, which was 9 less than last year, and marriage certificates, 10, which was 1 less than last year. The new births, we had 31 new births, which was the same as last year. There were 17 new deaths, which was 3 less than last year. Dog licenses, there were 7 of the 26 were new. And then for marriage licenses, we had 3 for last month, which was 4 less than last year. Total FOILs processed, there were 88. 14 of those were accidents, 36 were police incidents, 33 were property inquiries, and 5 of those were other. I will tell you, FOILs are up. October of this year, we were at 78. In September, the month before, we were at 65. So we are up by 10 from last month. So we've been very busy with those. And I had 11 notary requests.
Any questions for the clerk?
Mike, you wanna-
Okay, now we stand for pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Alderwoman Quistamar.
Here.
Alderman Holliday. Alderwoman Collins. Here. Alderman Carpenter.
Here.
Alderman Marticello.
Here,
Okay.
I'd like to make a motion to adopt the agenda with 12 resolutions and 2 consents. Overall.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
aye,
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Okay, tonight we have some proclamations to hand out, and I want to start by saying the most frightened I've ever been in my life was when our eldest daughter was less than a year old and she suffered a seizure. You feel helpless. You are helpless because the thing you love the most in life is in a life-threatening situation and you don't know what to do. So when Chief Spencer first told me of the actions of Officer Mark Radney and his partner Adam Welsh during a department head meeting, my mind raced back 48 years ago to that day my daughter could not breathe. And on the evening of November 9th of this year, just after dinner time, Officer Radney, would you please stand, Officer? And Officer Welsh, and thank you, I just wanted them to see who you are. You can sit, you don't have to stand through the whole thing. Responded to a call at 322 East Main Street, where upon arrival, Officer Radney was handed the body of a lifeless baby. The child's head was tilted back, and it was obvious the infant was not breathing. As Officer Welsh's incident report attests, Officer Radney immediately flipped the baby on its stomach and began administering back blows and chest rubs, compressions, as Officer Welsh monitored the baby's airwave. The actions worked pretty quickly as the baby began to cry, but then quickly relapsed into unconsciousness and again stopped breathing. Officer Radney kept his composure in his training and continued the back blows and chest compressions until the baby began crying again. At this time, paramedics had pulled up to the scene and Officer Radney rushed the baby downstairs, turned the baby over to them. The heroic and composed action of these 2 APD officers prevented what could have been a tragic loss of life into a 2-day stay at St. Mary's Hospital for the child, where it was diagnosed with a virus that affected infants very severely. The parents of the baby, Louis and Rebecca, expressed their sincere appreciation for Officer Radney, the officer's quick and professional actions, and on behalf of the city they serve, I'd like to join with Chief Spencer tonight and do the same. The men and women of the APD and AFD come to work every day prepared to protect and save lives and risk their own doing so. I am honored to be the mayor of the city in which they serve. So Officer Radney and Officer Welsh, would you please stand up? We have a couple proclamations here for you. I want to make sure I give you the right one. Chief Spencer?
yes.
You come out, here, you can stay there, he's gonna come out here. You come out to the back, sir.
Officer Mark Radney, for outstanding performance and heroic life-saving actions in an emergency situation on November 9th, 2025 in the city of Amsterdam, your actions bring great honor to the city of Amsterdam and the Amsterdam Police Department, and your proper application of training and experience exemplifies your dedication to duty, the preservation of life, and the service to our community. Thank you, sir. Officer Welch. I would say ditto, but I want to read it. For outstanding performance and heroic life-saving actions in an emergency situation on November 9th, 2025 in the city of Amsterdam. Your actions bring great honor to the city of Amsterdam and the Amsterdam Police Department, and your proper application of training and experience exemplifies your dedication to duty, the preservation of life, and service to our community. Thank you, sir, very much.
All right.
I have them in front of the flags, if you all come over here.
Oh,
you
okay,
guys
we'll go
stand in
that
front of the flag.
There we go.
I can't stop my photograph. Ever. I
These guys-
can't stop.
These guys are getting bigger and younger.
Right?
A little younger.
You sure? Yeah.
Thanks again, gentlemen. Appreciate it.
Very good.
One more. We have a certain salary.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Mayor,
Here, one more.
Oh, Mr. Sal,
There you go. Thank you.
thank you.
I want to add these two are the backbone of one of our night shifts. And they both came to us as transfers from other agencies because they heard how great things are here at APD. But that trade has been working out for us.
Sure has.
very good. Very nice,
Yeah.
Thank you, gentlemen.
very nice. Thank you.
Thanks for everybody. Thank you all you guys for showing up tonight. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My next proclamation is to recognize the 100th anniversary of an organization that's been around our city for a very, very long time.
100 years.
100 years, a century. And for a full century, the United Way has been a steadfast partner in strengthening communities across our nation. And for 100 years has played a vital role in improving the quality of life for residents here in the city of Amsterdam, New York. And whereas the United Way has worked tirelessly to mobilize resources, support local nonprofits, and bring together volunteers, businesses, and community leaders to address the most pressing needs of our residents. And whereas the United Way has consistently championed programs that provide critical support for children, families, seniors, and individuals in need throughout our community. And whereas the United Way's focus on collaboration have helped strengthen the social fabric of our city, fostering cooperation, encouraging compassion, and ensuring that the essential services are available to those who rely on them. And whereas the City of Amsterdam recognizes and honors the dedication of the United Way staff, board members, partner agencies, and countless volunteers whose service and leadership have made a lasting positive impact on our community for 100 years. And whereas the 100th anniversary of the United Way marks not only a historic milestone, but also a renewed commitment to building a stronger, healthier, and more resilient Amsterdam for generations to come. Now therefore, I, Michael Sinquani, Mayor of the City of Amsterdam, New York, do hereby proclaim 2025 as a year of celebration in honor of United Way's 100th anniversary, and encourage all residents to join me in recognizing the remarkable contributions of the United Way to our city, in witness whereof I have hereto set my hand and caused the seal of the City of Amsterdam to be affixed this 15th day of December 2025. I'm going to give this to Kelly. Kelly's father, Fred, has been a pillar of the United Way efforts in Amsterdam, New York for how many years ago? Since before you were born? No, I'm kidding.
Officially, I think it's been 10 years, but yeah, I
So I
think
want
he's
to
been
give
doing
this
it
to you to
forever.
give to him.
Yes.
I unfortunately missed the event last night. I wanted to do that personally. I apologize to him for missing that event, but I really do appreciate all his service as well. So if you would
Thank
give
you.
that to your
We'll
dad.
be
Thank
happy
you.
to. Thank you.
Okay. All right. And communications and presentations, I understand CDTA canceled again
Right.
this evening.
Correct.
And is there any other things that board want to discuss at this point in time? Okay, public participation. Is there anyone in the audience who'd like to speak? If you would, please approach the podium, give your name and address, and you have a 5-minute time.
Yes, Christian Rivera, Amsterdam, New York. First off, let me say there should be a room where the council members can meet with their constituents in City Hall. I don't think there is a space here, so I'd like to see that happen. And my normal starting is I want to start off by requesting that the technical information for the new streetlights be made available to the public. This information should include the light emitted in luminosity, radiance, and color temperature. That is, distance, strength, and color. The reason the public needs this information is because the new lights are throwing too much light in width and the color is blue heavy. Too much blue light too much light, too much blue light causes damage to trees and human health. Does the city have light measurement tools? Now, Mr. Mayor, you asked for suggestions about what to do with the vacant land and houses around 4th Street and other areas. There is no doubt, Mr. Mayor and Council, that what should be done is that a green corridor and land naturalization should happen with most of the area and lots. A small portion of lots can be used as a pilot program for growing bushes and trees. Trees being harmed by light, age, and capricious landowners who think that all land should be cement or lawn, which they mow too often and for no reason at all. There's an ongoing death by thousands of cuts that is being waged on the trees by landowners in the city. Let me give you just 2 examples of this. There are many more. One, on 2nd Ave, the Adirondack Tree Service cut down a large forested section. Number 2, the Sassafras Forest, the old Bacon School, is being destroyed for Frisbee golf after the Amsterdam School Board so foolishly, and I believe criminally, gave this land away to an LLC. Really foolish. Private interests have not adequately safeguarded small bordering and forested areas in and near the city. Speaking of not doing an adequate job, let me state that neither your former community and economic director, who this council thought it was a good idea to get 2 jobs, or your current one, Daniel Gray, seem to have lived in the city or understand that the roughly 400, 110 decibel air horn blasts, which are hugely destructive to the environment, well, for the city, they don't seem to understand that. It's not on their radar. Matter of fact, I contacted him twice and he did not respond to me. So that's community outreach. We need quiet zones at Quist and Guy Park crossings. On the same token, this council mayor are inadequately dealing with city ordinances, which need a complete overhaul. Take the dog barking ordinance, for example. It actually does not stop people from letting their dogs bark early in the morning from 6 to 10 a.m. or stop them from barking at all hours, for hours, all hours of the day. I'm not sure what the ordinance does besides sit there and frustrate city residents. I could go on for hours about the mayor's and the council's complete failure on ordinances. But let me focus on a hugely important one, the city council and mayor, even though they had 4 seats in the mayor's office for 4 years, also continue to ignore. That is the Protecting Animals and Fireworks Noise Pollution Reduction in Amsterdam, New York resolution. I've been working on this for years. What this resolution does is reduce the overdose of 6 city fireworks explosion events down to 1 year, which is a huge step toward making this a livable city again. What it also does is say, yes, we care about animal welfare, and that caging and torturing animals is not entertainment, it is cruelty. This resolution says we humans must speak for the voice of the voiceless and the most abused component on this planet, which is the animals. But of course, Mayor and each of your city council members has shown the city and animals that you do not care enough about them to pass this resolution. There's nothing complex here to understand. I and those who support the welfare of the environment and animals demand this resolution is passed without delay. Animals do not deserve to be caged, corralled, and forced to do repetitive and soul-crushing tasks. That cruelty is unacceptable. Pass the resolution today.
Thank you. Anyone else in the public like to say anything at this time? Okay. We did the engineering report, we did the city clerk's report, we also did the city controller's report. We have no old business, so we can move on to the resolutions.
Resolution number 2526-92, resolution adopting minutes of public hearings by Alderman Carpenter.
So moved. Any questions? Call the roll.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Resolution number 2526-93, resolution adopting minutes from last common council meeting by Alderman Carpenter.
So moved. Any questions? Call the roll.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Resolution number 2526-94, resolution adopting minutes from special common council meeting by Alderman Carpenter.
So moved. Any questions? Call the roll.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Excuse me. Resolution number 2526-95, Resolution appointing commissioners of deeds by Alderman Carpenter. Whereas commissioners of deeds by way of general background relate to the authentication of signatures for documents executed with the city of Amsterdam in the presence of the commissioner of deeds, similar to the function of a notary public. And whereas upon the request of the subject individual, the common council being desirous to appoint the following individuals as commissioners of deeds as authorized by executive law section 139. Joseph Emmanuel, 49 Coolidge Road, Amsterdam, New York. Carla Farrell, 61 Church Street, Amsterdam, New York. Jennifer Iannotti, 61 Church Street, Amsterdam, New York. Michelle Zala, 61 Church Street, Amsterdam, New York. Therefore, be it hereby resolved that the Commissioner of Deed appointment is hereby made for the above-named individuals for a period of 2 years from the date of their appointment.
So moved. Any questions? Call the roll, please.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Resolution number 2526-96, resolution authorizing disposal of surplus property pursuant to New York State Finance Law 167 by Alderman Marticello.
So moved. Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Resolution number 2526-97, resolution appointing registrar of vital statistics by Alderwoman Quistamars. Resolve Stacy Ortiz, having been nominated by Mayor Sanquanti to serve as registrar of vital statistics, is hereby approved as registrar of vital statistics pursuant to Article 14, Section C82 of the city charter to serve coterminously with the mayor.
So moved. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Resolution number 2526-98, resolution appointing deputy registrar of vital statistics by Alderwoman Quistamars. Resolved, Jennifer Iannotti, having been nominated by Mayor Sanquanti to serve as deputy registrar of vital statistics, is hereby approved as deputy registrar of vital statistics pursuant to Article 14, Section C82 of the city charter to serve coterminously with the mayor.
So moved. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Could I get a motion to amend this next resolution?
I'll do that, Mayor. I will do it.
Resolution number 2526-99, resolution authorizing interfund loan for demolition project by Alderman Marticello.
So moved. At this time, in the last line, scratch out chips and add demolition project or amendment.
That's a motion.
Motion to amend.
Right.
Thank you.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
And before you read the motion as amended, start with whereas 1, 2, 3, 4. Whereas clause number 4.
Whereas the city has been awarded a $1 million community development block grant for the demolition of 23 city-owned properties that are in need of demolition. Whereas the city is seeking authorization to allow an interfund transfer as temporary borrowing between funds for the demolition contract that was recently awarded to Gorick Construction. Amounts transferred must be repaid either in the same fiscal year or in the following fiscal year if the transfer takes place within the final 100 calendar days of a fiscal year. Now, therefore, it is hereby resolved that the City of Amsterdam authorizes the following entry to establish temporary interfund loans. Interfund loan, the general fund is temporarily lending $1 million to the capital fund for the demolition project.
So moved. Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Resolution 2526-100, resolution reappointing member to Board of Assessment by Alderman Marticello.
Just read the individual's name, please.
Doug Landon, 3 Market Street, Amsterdam, New York, 12010.
Thank you. So moved. Is there any discussion on Mr. Rainer? Thank you very much. Call the roll.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Resolution number 2526-101, resolution authorizing request for proposals for concessionaire services at Riverlink Park by Alderman Marticello. Whereas the city of Amsterdam is seeking a vendor to operate the Riverlink Cafe and boating facility at Riverlink Park located on the Mohawk River in the city of Amsterdam for the 2026 season. And whereas the city seeks a vendor who can operate a successful restaurant and reliable staff in it so that the restaurant and boating facilities are available to boaters and the general public. The city wants to create a positive image and experience for everyone that is using the park. And whereas the city being desirous to submit to the public a request for proposals for concessionaire services at Riverlink Park for 2026. Whereas a copy of the proposed RFP being attached hereto, and whereas RFP shall be received on or before 3 p.m. on March 30th, 2026, so that the Common Council may take further action at the meeting scheduled for April 7th, 2026. It is hereby resolved that the attached RFP for concessionaire services at Riverlink Park is hereby authorized.
So moved. Any discussion? Thank you. Call the roll.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Resolution 2526-102, resolution to advertise for bids for improvements to sanitary sewer on Broadway by Alderman Marticello.
So moved. Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderman Collins.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins, I'm sorry.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Resolution 2526-103, resolution approving audit by Alderwoman Collins.
So moved. Any discussion? Call the roll.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Resolution 2526-104, consent. Resolution authorizing contract with Megabytes Events LLC for concessionaire services at Amsterdam Municipal Golf Course by Alderman Marticello. Whereas the city being desirous to continue its engagement with Megabytes Events LLC to provide said concessionaire services at Amsterdam Municipal Golf Course. And whereas in sum and substance, the contract covers a 2-year period from March 2026 through February 2028 for restaurant and beverage services at Amsterdam Municipal Golf Course, with the annual rent being $60,000 per year to be paid monthly as set forth in the contract, with there being an additional rental fee in the amount of $693 per month for the months of March through October 2026 and March 2027 through October 2027 for rental payment for the food and beverage cart. And whereas a copy of the subject contract being attached hereto, it is hereby resolved that execution of the attached contract is hereby authorized.
So moved. Any discussion? Call the roll.
I just want to say that I appreciate the additions to the contract, and I think there's a lot more specificity in this contract, and I hope that that guides us to a productive season.
Thank you. Any other discussion? Call the roll, please.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter. Resolution number 2526-105, consent. Resolution approving recommendations from the Amsterdam Property Disposition Committee authorizing sale of 17 parcels by Alderman Marticello.
So moved. And I asked with the indulgence of the clerk that we just read the name.
We need to make an amendment.
We're gonna make that Sikorsky Street, Joe.
Thank you. Make a motion to remove 13 whereas, 6 Gorski Street. I'm sorry. Thank you.
No problem. And also from the
On the
list, from the list.
On the motion to remove.
Motion to remove 6 Gorski Street
Yes.
from the resolution.
From the resolution.
Call the roll.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Okay. With your indulgence, I asked the clerk just to read who is gonna get the property and for how much. Is that okay? Everyone?
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
14 Meadow Street, Israel Edery for $1,000. 16 Meadow Street, Israel Edery for $1,000. 18 Meadow Street, Israel Edery for $1,000. 58 Milton Avenue, William and Susan Brown for $600. 52 Reed Street to Jacob Jacobowitz for $3,000. 25 Henry Street to Denise Ascension for $1,000. 323 East Main Street to Leo Nugent for $17,000. 323 and a half East Main Street to Leo Nugent for $37,000. 18 Bayard Street to Guy America Properties for $31,000. 20 Bayard Street to Guy America Properties for $1,000. 79 Academy Street to LOA Group for $8,000. 9 Lark Street to Guy America Properties for $5,000. 6 Willard Street to Maharana Dunnana $6,000. 239 Guy Park Avenue, Dr. Olefmi Anjana for $6,000. Thank you, Mayor. 24 McClellan Avenue to Maharana Dunana, $6,000. And 32 J Street to LOA Group for $22,000.
Thank you. Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Okay, well, this is our last meeting of the year, I believe, so Merry Christmas, guys.
Happy New Year. Merry Christmas.
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
We need to make a motion to schedule a meeting. Yeah.
Sorry. So when shall we hold our annual meeting? We don't have any turnover in the council, it's the same councils. So you can essentially do it one of two ways. You can hold the annual meeting on January 1st, or you can hold the annual meeting on the first Tuesday of the month, right before we have our normal meeting
January 6th.
on January 6th.
I don't have a problem with the first Tuesday of the month.
If nobody has a problem with January 6th, an hour before our regular meeting starts, all right, is that what our
So
plan
you
is?
want to do the annual meeting at 5 o'clock? I mean, does the
Well,
annual-
I don't think it takes an hour, no, but we have a cow for 6.
I would suggest that you have your cow at 5:30.
Okay.
You hold your annual meeting at 6 PM with your monthly meeting to be held to commence immediately upon the conclusion of the annual meeting.
Any problems with that, council?
No.
So is that a motion we need to make, or is that something?
Why don't we make a motion for purposes of the record?
Sorry?
Let's have a motion in that regard for purposes of the record.
I'll make a motion until we have the meeting on the first Tuesday of January
At 6 PM.
Do I need to call
at
the
6
roll for that?
PM. Correct.
Believe me, yeah, we do a show of hands. Show of hands, everybody approve that? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Smiles
Call
count.
the roll,
Yeah.
Call the roll.
please.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars. Alderwoman Collins.
Technically, we never have to call the roll according to the,
That's
according to the charter.
I go to bed.
All right.
Alderwoman Collins. Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much, council. Merry Christmas,
Merry
everyone.
Christmas.
Need a motion I make a motion to adjourn. Call the roll, please.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
And
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Thank you, Stacey.
Give me 1 second. Are we all